Let's believe it's time for that run back. Sonic Boom! Nails the anti-air. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Puts one in the pocket. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Did well to get the buff in there. Decides to buff up while they can. Taking stock. Holds out with the block. Very solid corner switch. Jumps in. Throws him. What's next? Player 2 chases them down. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Jump in there. Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Round 2. Fight.
There's an overdrive on. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Swoops in with the dive. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Their space hit very solid tomahawk buster. Gets the jump in. There's a wall spot. They can't do anything now. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. There's a change of sides. Scuff him. Cleared for landing. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Drives impact misses. Hit out of nowhere. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Contour dive. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Blocks the jump in. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Did well to get the buff in there. Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Medium kick down to the wire. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player 2, they're going for the super arm with KO. Player 2 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up?
Round 2. Fight.
Swoops in with a dive. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps up. Sonic Blade's a fish for a reaction. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Looking to impress with this super. Goes end-to-end with the Breezing Hawk. Nice damage. Player 1, this could lead to some big damage. A quick break claw critical. What's gonna happen? Mountain Slide closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? No good up high. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Strings it all together. Decent damage. What's next? Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. That's the jump in they were looking for. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Getting into the end game now, it's getting tense. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. KO. 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Are we going to see some fireworks here? Did well to get the buff in there. Sonic Boom! Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Jumps? Whiffs with that huge attack. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impact. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Breaks the block with a throw. Oh, solid puncher. Expect to see some added pressure here. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Opens with a jump in. The last round. It's now or never. Jumps up. Smart play with the throw. Tomahawk bust. Oh man, this is a scary range. Fights back with authority. Does a good job escaping the corner. Tomahawk buster to shut him down. Crowns him from above. This can lead to some big damage. Really says welcome to the club. Noticeable life lead. Uses their drive gauge. With fire. What now? Player 2 puts them on notice. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. The Condor Wind added a bit of juice to that attack. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Anticipates the overhead. Player 2 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Can't tech the throw? Takes a trip. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Beautiful setup with that attack. The Condor Wind added a bit of juice to that attack. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive game. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. That's a counter. Up tap to close it. Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up?
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jump. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Sonic Blade to fish for a reaction. Jumps. They block the overhead, and player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive game. Hits them with a stop and block. A quick breather. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Max SA experiencing burnout. Just goes for it at this range. Still alive? Still alive? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Did well to get the buff in there. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Still slugging it out here. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Did well to get the buff in there. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Decides to buff up while they can. Player 2 creates a good corner down to the wire. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Amazing concentration on display as they punish when their opponent's attack left them wide open. Player 1 can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Breaks the block with a throw. Jumps in. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the target combo as a filler. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save it. Noticeable life lead is a comeback still. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Nice spinning back knuckle. Finds the target. Who will set the bait at this range? One chance here may end this match. Sonic Blade crowns him from above. Player 2 is in a very good... Oh, putting the cherry on top. My girl's flying. That was the highest I've ever seen. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Close.
Final round. Fight!
Holds up above. Sonic Blade for some cover fire. Shows the medium kick. Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. They're going for the super art. Level 3 super. Bending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player 2 is dangerously close to running out of drive. Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. Dives in. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Drops them. Connects with the throw. Oh, here we go. Player 2 is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. Big gauge lead here. Knocks them out of the air. Noticeable life lead is a comeback still burns out. Holds up above. This can lead to some big damage. Looking for a hole. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Dives in. They gotta find something to work with here. They are done. Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. That adds a bit of OD spice to it. Blocks it. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 1 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Blocks that attack. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Life lead opens up. Condor dive! A quick breather. Gets them. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Jumps. Grabs them. Goes for the super art. The super doesn't hit. Experiencing burnout. Sticks the combo. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Can they claw their way back? Flawless round. They got him so quick. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
Immediate jump in.
Block kick!
Jumps. The throw missed, just like Big Papa. Player 2 with a slight lead. Drive and back misses. This can lead to some big damage. Lily says welcome to the club. What now? Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Fire! Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from crowns them from above? Solid anti-air. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? They are not gonna hit the drive. Parried the fireball. Can they break through with a solid puncher? Willing to risk it for the overdrive. There's the burnout. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Tomahawk Buster to shut him down. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Imposes their will spectacularly for the win.
Lily.
Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Tops up. Goes to the overdrive. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. All right. Still slugging it out here. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Misfire with the drive impact. You do not want to whiff an impact. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Drive rush gets in their face, pressuring the situation with the charge in. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity in a dire situation. They can't afford any mistakes. Condor Spire! Taking stock. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Scrapping it out up close. A thunderous drive impact to close the round. Player 2 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up?
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Swoops in with a dive. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Shows the medium kick. Sonic Blade's a fish for a reaction. Gets carried to the goal, hits him with a stop and bob. Denies the jump in. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Checks with a medium kick. There's an overdrive arm. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. Overhead attack. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Fire! Going in. Loads up above. Backed into the corner. What setup do they have? Just go for it! Sonic Blade to steal a turn! They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? Hitlock kisses the fireball! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Open. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Jumps in, sets up with the jump in. That's a counter. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Plenty of health, full gauges, let's go. What's that off? This can lead to some big damage. Player 2 is hit raw super hard incoming. I can't believe it. Somehow manages to block the jump. Dump Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Jumps up, barely blocks the jump in. Drive rush to keep it going. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Still slugging it out here. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Taking stock. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Decides to buff up while they can. Knockdown. Jumps in, KO. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Drive rush gets in their face. Going on the offensive? Did well to get the buff. Hits them with a stop and bob. Player 2 will look to apply pressure. There's a wall spot. They can't do anything now. Now that's how you use an impact. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Ends the meter. Hoping for a good return. Goes end to end with a breezing hawk. Nice damage. Checks him with the boom. Handic sets up with the jump in. The jump in is denied. Crowns him from above. Full drop cross up attack. The drive impact doesn't work. Dangerous range here. They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. What a finish! Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Blocks it. Got some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Decides to buff up while they can. Deftly shuts out the jumper. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Taking stock. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Heading into the end game now. This hit and a super activation. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The opening on that impact. Will they take it? Goes to the overdrive. Player 2 spent a chunk of their SA meter and enters the round with a deficit. They've got to be extra careful. Brushes that off and keeps going. Tags him with a spire. Gets a risky bump in. A quick breather. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Bumps up. Showing some real tenacity. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Anti-air hits them with a stop and pop. This is a tough. Uses the gauge for a super. The Thunderbird strikes true. Knockdown and backing things in their favor with solid punches. Will they go all in without drive? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? A lot of pressure building up here. Flatlines them. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
You put up a fight. Final round. Fight!
This hits the drive. Checks him with the dives in. We're just getting started. Hits him with a stop and pop. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Lily says, welcome to the club. Okay, were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Amazing. Fire coming through. Closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Gets a risky buff in. From up above. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner.
Locked on.
The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. That should teach them you can't just throw out moves. Good anti-air. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Sticks the combo. From up above. Throws them to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to Thunderbird. They saw a path and they took it. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Bumps up. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Dashes forward. The jump in is denied. Okay, creating some space here. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Player 2 can't use any drive. They're going for the super arc. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. They return to center stage, upping the pressure with these baby booms. Our fighter hits the drive. Jumps in. Rolls out the Sobot. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Cleared for landing. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? The next touch may decide this round. Gets the side switch. This is gonna hurt. Sobot's up. Oh my god, they just choked it up. The drive burns out. And eat medium kick. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?